The personnel of the St.Petersburgskaya EGIDA non-governmental organization had a study trip to Sweden and Finland in May of 2010 under a program for non-profit organizations of the northwestern Russia in the period of May 17th till 27th. The Gender Equality Without Frontiers project had the aim of studying the activities of pretrial labor rights protection institutions and mechanisms of gender equality enforcement and implementation. According to the program, our group stayed in Stockholm in the period of May 17th till 21st. Jensen Orbach, Olof Palme International Center, General Secretary of Olof Palme International Center, and Jon Hederström, the Eastern Department Chief of the Center, informed us about OPIC connected projects and educational programs. These programs and projects are implemented in 50 countries and help people accomplish themselves in different spheres of life. Youth, women and trade unions are particularly important for the OPIC Center in their work. The labor organization LO is the largest Swedish trade union confederation that unites 80% of industrial employees, more than 1,600,000 people. Women's share is 43% of them. The collective bargaining agreement has become one of the pre-trial labor rights protection instruments in Sweden and other European Union countries. It also protects against gender discrimination in working life. Through collective bargaining agreements, the labor organization settles more than 90% of labor conflicts in Sweden, of the total number of 200,000 conflicts per year. The LO cooperates with the Discrimination Ombudsman Agency, DOA, if a discrimination-caused conflict is not settled by collective bargaining. Sophie Renström, an LO legal advisor, updated us on these procedures and mechanisms. The ROX organization is the largest national Swedish shelter organization for women and girls victims of domestic violence. Angela Bosang, the ROX leader, received our group. Women's organizations are very influential in Sweden. For example, the ROX organization initiative gave women a possibility to have a free public advocate. Women are represented by 47% of deputies in Swedish Parliament, Riksdagen. Lenita Fredevall, the Labour Committee Secretary, commented that this number had been achieved thanks to a strong pressure exerted by women's organizations and the political parties, for example by the Fredrika Bremer Association. Nowadays, the lists of deputy candidates cannot have more than 60% of representatives of the same sex. Women's high share among parliament deputies ensures gender equality in all the spheres of life. The DOA was established in January 1st of 2009. This organization unites 4 entities involved in preventing and fighting against discrimination. Yamam Al-Zubaydi, the DOA International Secretary, and Arya Lehto, sociologist, informed us about DOA's activities. As many as 100 DOA's staff members and officers are involved in investigation of 2,000 complaints a year. As many as 98% of conflicts are settled through negotiations with employers amicably, and only 2% of them are brought to court. Investigation of complaints filed by DOA and legal advice provided by them are free for every citizen. This is a very effective way to settle discrimination-connected conflicts in a pretrial mode procedure. However, Russia does not have any similar mechanism.
She went to the first interview, it was
The FBA is one of the largest and most influential women's non-governmental organizations in Sweden. It has existed from 1883. Birgitta Wistrand, a FBA chairwoman, enabled our group to be received on the day of FBA's annual meeting. FBA's activities cover courses for fathers, school textbooks, assessment, and from the point of gender equality, promoting a law on equal parental childcare leave for both men and women. Meeting with John Hernquist, chairperson of the Stockholm branch of the Left Party of Sweden, was our last meeting in Stockholm. The Left Party was established in 1917. Nowadays, it includes 50% of women members. The Left Party initiated giving a parental leave instead of the maternity leave only. The Left Party has been implementing women's-oriented policies according to a special program approved by the party in 1997. Resume. Representatives of 7 state and non-governmental organizations received our group. We saw women's and other non-governmental organizations exerting their influence in promoting gender equality legislation and fighting against gender-based discrimination. The results of women's NGOs' cooperation with trade unions and state bodies are as follows. Women's high percentage in the elected power bodies, strong pretrial protection institutions fighting against gender-based discrimination in working life, trade unions and DO. Gender equality oriented policies and their implementation in all the spheres of life. We thank the representatives of the following organizations: OPIC, LO, ROS, the Parliament of Sweden, DOA, FBA, L, for their opportunity given to us to study practical activities of their organizations involved in gender equality practices and their hospitality.